For this module's coursework, I have designed an alarm system that can be used in a household. What I've done is I've used two sensors, one on the right and one on the left, sensor 1 and sensor 2. I've used a buzzer, which is the alarm, to alert the household, and I've used two LED lights to trigger, to show that both sensors have been triggered. And to accomplish this, I've used software, Arduino on desktop PC to do the code to enable this to happen. For example, let's say this sensor was in the kitchen and this sensor is in the living room, and let's say the thief wants to enter the house through the garden door, which is connected to the kitchen, and then the thief goes to the living room, which triggers this sensor. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen if the thief does decide to do that. Let's see altogether what's going to happen. So let's go. That's triggered. Second one's triggered. Both lights are on, and the alarm goes on right now to alert the household that someone's breaking into the house. To do this, I've used Arduino software on desktop computer, and I've used codes and formulas, for example integer, if function, etc. First thing I've done was I've made sure analog pin equals A0 is connected to one of the sensors, and I'll make sure analog pin equals A1 is connected to the other sensor, and LED pin equals 13 is this one right here, which is the digital input and output right there, as you can see. And obviously there's LED pin 2, and there's threshold 700, which is the speed, let's say, or the range of the analog input. And as you can see, this is sensor 1 and this is sensor 2. LED pin 1, 2 is the output, and the pin mode 11 enables this to all work out. And as we go down, we can see that the digital right LED pin is high, and this connects to sensor 1. And as we go down even more, we can see that the LED pin 2 is high as well, which connects to sensor 2. And if sensor 1 equals 1 and sensor 2 equals 1, the digital right will be high, and the delay will be 4000, which means 4 seconds. So the alarm will go on for 4 seconds, and if this carries on, the alarm will continue going on. And this is shown on the coding right here as we go down. So basically, the way I planned this was to start off, there's no buzzer and there's nothing being censored and there's nothing being triggered. All we can see is the base, and for it to be triggered we need something to come up on the sensor. And I've done two sensors because let's say a cat or something that walks into the kitchen and the sensor goes on, and so the alarm doesn't go on because of this, I've done two sensors, so it would cause like unnecessary sound for the household owners. And to start this off, I've done the beginning is the sensors are monitoring constantly. One sensor in the kitchen, for example, and one sensor in the living room, and if the right sensor is triggered, which is the kitchen one, and then the living room sensor is triggered, two lights will come on, and then the alarm will go on for 4 seconds, which will alert the household owner that there is someone trying to break into their house, so they can act upon this or call 999, etc. So if only, however, sensor 1 is triggered but not sensor 2, nothing will happen. It will just go back to normal with no further action taken.